The way I see it. This is Ron's wonky perspective on life.
Well, I posed the question this weekend, and boy, did I get responses. A lot of them. How well should a steak be cooked? This isn't just a culinary preference. It's a question that divides families, ends friendships, and possibly started the Trojan War. Okay, maybe not the last one, but you get my point. Let's start with the well done crowd. If you prefer your steak well done, I have to ask, do you also enjoy burnt toast and overcooked pasta? Ordering a well done steak is like buying a sports car and never taking it out of the garage. Sure, you have it, but are you really experiencing it? You're taking a prime cut of meat and turning it into something that could be used as a hockey puck in an emergency. If that's your thing, more power to you, but perhaps consider a career in making charcoal briquettes. If you're going to treat a prime cut of beef like a science experiment in dehydration, why not save some money and chew on a piece of cardboard? At least then you won't be wasting a quality ingredient. Now, let's address the rare steak enthusiasts, those on the opposite end of the spectrum who like their meat so undercooked that a competent veterinarian could resuscitate it. These are the folks who like their meat so undercooked it's still negotiating its release terms. Eating a steak that's practically mooing isn't a dining experience, it's a rescue mission. If I wanted my meal to be that underdone, I'd just visit a petting zoo with a knife and a fork. Also, if your steak can be used as a heat pack because it's still generating body warmth, you might want to give it a few more minutes on the grill. Finally, let's talk about the sweet spot, the medium rare steak. That's where the magic happens. This is the Goldilocks of steak preparations. Not too raw, not too cooked, but just right. A medium rare steak is like a well-orchestrated symphony. All the flavors are in harmony, the juices are flowing, and the texture is perfection. It's the culinary equivalent of cruising down the highway with the top down on a sunny day. Picture the steak as a blockbuster film. The rare steak is all build up with no climax. The well-done steak is the end credits that no one stays to watch. Medium rare is the full cinematic experience, complete with plot twists, character development, and a satisfying conclusion that leaves you applauding as the curtains close. And what about the juices, the lifeblood of a good steak? Well, a well-done steak is as devoid of juices as the desert is of rain. It's drier than a stand-up comedian's mouth during their first gig. On the flip side, a medium rare steak is so juicy that you might need a bib. Not that anyone's complaining. It's like biting into a succulent piece of fruit, but instead of sweetness, you're rewarded with savory bliss. So the next time you're at a restaurant and the server asks you how you'd like your steak, remember this. Do you want to chew on a leather boot, or do you want to savor a slice of heaven? Choosing how to cook your steak isn't just a simple decision. It's a declaration of your approach to life. Are you someone who settles for less, who accepts dryness and toughness as the norm? Or are you someone who seeks balance, who appreciates nuance and strives for the optimal experience? Next time you're staring at a menu contemplating your choice, remember that a steak cooked medium rare isn't just food, it's a statement, an experience, a tiny piece of joy on a plate. So go ahead, take the plunge into the medium rare world. If not for yourself, do it for the cow. After all, it gave its life, you might as well make it worth the sacrifice. And if you still can't bring yourself to embrace the pink, maybe it's time to explore the exciting world of tofu. Trust me, nobody's arguing over how well that should be cooked. I'm Ron Phillips, and that's the way I see it.
The way I see it is only on the DailyMojo.com.